Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, and I'm getting set up here to start doing some live freaking cold calls so we can have some fun. So bear with me 2 seconds. I just got back from Atlanta from a freaking speaking tour. Did four speaking engagements, capped off with a keynote for Vetlanta, their Q4 summit, which was freaking awesome and amazing. Oh, uh, sure, we got this. Trying to get set up here. If you're jumping in with us and hanging out, I am looking for a city. What city should I call today? Anything east of the Mississippi? Because everything west is they're sleeping. So, if you have any particular cities you want me to go after, now's the time to drop a city name in the comments. That will be the city I call on. Still getting set up here, just 2 seconds. And that way I can make this rock and roll. So, Atlanta's a cool town. I really enjoyed hanging out there. I was in the Buckhead Club, was in the Queen Tower, at a brewery. Got to speak at the History Center. I mean, it was kind of crazy all the places we went to speak, and did a podcast in the Queen Tower, which was awesome. So almost ready, and then we will get to dialing. Excuse me. So it's nice to be home though. Uh, got all the goats taken care of, and uh, so they are ready. So, all right, gonna pop over here. I don't have a city yet. Nobody throwing one at me, so I am going to pick something on the East Coast, and let's go with Kentucky. I don't know any cities in Kentucky. That's pretty bad, but we'll try Kentucky. You had one job. Oh, well, I got here and it rained, Tony. I mean, what can I say? The damn rain chased me. It was funny. Like almost as soon as I landed in Atlanta, uh, this weird fog and rain rolled in, and they I had a couple people tell me the sun came out as soon as I left, but now, um, freaking, uh, I come back and the rain followed me. Frankfort, Kentucky. That's a city. We'll go there. I'm going to call the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce. So, if you guys haven't seen me do this, what I typically will do is, oh, Brian, it's been good to see you, dude. Man, that was such a blast. Tony came out. She was in the Queen Tower with me for that event. Um, it was just a cool experience to do that many things in a short amount of time. So, and man, the feedback from the different uh, engagements was pretty cool. From people asking how I was able to do so many different speeches over a short amount of time, to um, different topics and hitting on different things. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, Lexington. You want me to call Lexington? All right, Robert, I got you next. Let me call a couple of these here in where the hell, Frankfurt, and then I'll call there. So here we go. Let's get rocking and rolling and get me to shut up and start dialing, which is something you should probably tell yourself just so you you actually start doing cold calls. So, and dialing.
has been forwarded.
Yeah,
Automatic
I'm
voice
getting voice
message.
messages already.
April Ike is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, April, Donnie Bovine, 817. Give me a shout. Thanks. It's funny, there's a Sandler trainer. I'm not going to call the Sandler company only because I used to work for him. 65. Probably shouldn't read the phone number out on the live.
Thank you for calling the office of Dr. John Dietschy and Associates. Please listen to this announcement carefully before making your selection, as our menu options have recently changed. If you are calling for Victoria Dietschy, please press 1 now. If you are a current patient of Dr. John Dietschy and would like to schedule an appointment, press 2. If you are a current patient of Dr. John Dietschy, cancel or reschedule an appointment, press 3. If you are a new patient for Dr. John,
We'll try
please stay on the line.
See if we get this other person.
Dr. John Dietschy and Associates, my name is Chris. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking with?
My name is Chris.
Hey, Chris, I'm trying to get in touch with Victoria. Is she running around?
I'm the call center.
Oh, it's a call center. All right, that ain't gonna work. I will call back at another time. Thank you, ma'am. When you get a calling center like that, they can't give you any information. All they can do is take notes. I really don't understand why companies use call centers like that, because they miss out on such amazing opportunities. All right, I'm going to try a couple more here in Frankfurt, and then we'll kick over to, what is it, Lexington. Figured there'd be more contacts since these should be bigger cities, but there's not a lot of contacts on these chambers. Right, we're going to kick it over to Lexington.
Please leave your message for 708.
It's harder when you don't have a name like that. So, all right, we'll do this. So now calling in Lexington. If you guys have any questions about cold calling, anything like that, let me know. Happy to help in any way. Like that, man, I hate it when they don't give you a name to call. See if I click on learn more, it gives me a name. Give me a name. Give me a name. Bummer. Nope. No name. Dang it. So which means I'm calling in straight cold. That's all right. Albany, New York one. We'll just give it a go. Where's everybody at? So if you're on the call, type in chat where you're at. Dustin. That's pretty funny.
Good morning, Terracon.
Yeah, this is Donnie Bovine. I'm not sure who I'm talking to, so I'm hoping you can help me out a little bit.
Sure.
So I'm the CEO.
This is Sam Guy. I'm the office manager.
You're the office manager? Perfect. So I'm the CEO of Success Champions Networking, and we are launching a lot of our groups in the area. I don't know if you guys have sales reps that go out and do any sort of networking, if the CEO does any sort of networking. is there anybody in your office that is proactively looking to do more business development, more sales development?
It's kind of a complicated setup. So obviously with my position, I do partake in that. We also have dedicated business development people in the company, and they kind of share back and forth between Louisville and Lexington, and even some Cincinnati work. So they are in the Lexington market, but some of that falls on myself as well.
Okay. Is it okay if I tell you a little bit about what we're doing and tell me if that's something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, sure. I've got to run out here in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, it won't take me 2 seconds.
Fairly brief.
For sure.
Yeah,
So, we changed up the traditional model of networking. Most networking is you go join some sort of networking group with a bunch of people who don't know how to sell, and everybody's trying to pitch everybody in these crazy rooms and stuff. So we launched these virtual groups that are primarily business owners only, no MLMs, no network marketers. It is a higher level engagement groups. You have access to all of our chapters and all of our members around North America. And we have several chapters in Cincinnati, actually 3 chapters in Cincinnati. So, and the cost is $47 a month. We don't currently have a group in Lexington, so we're looking for people to help us get that up and going. If someone were to president one of our chapters, there's no cost to be the president of one of our chapters. Is that anything you might be interested in?
Yeah, if you want to send me the information, I'd be happy to take a look at it, just get a little better handle on what it is, and probably discuss it with my managers.
Okay. Would you be open to visiting a chapter just to see it in person? I mean, it's virtual, so.
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Give me an idea of where I would send an email to.
You can send it.
Send an email over, and then I'll give you a couple of different chapters to visit and get checked out there. I appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey, how's that for not knowing a freaking soul and being able to get a guy who's interested in having a further conversation? I will take that as a win. I should get like some, sirens or things that go off when good things happen. So, we'll see what happens. Good guy, office manager. So, I don't even know what their company does. I'll take that as a win. Oh, we got a bunch of people have said something. I'm gonna go back to this one. Dustin, that's some funny shit, man. Oops. I really like that one. But a lot of times I'm doing cold calls just because I want to keep my skills up. I don't want to teach anything that I won't be willing to do myself. But somebody said it. I saw it. There it is. Connie said it. Man, I just hope that it cuts through some of the mental game for people as they're out there dialing. 'Cause if I'm crazy enough to do it live, then hopefully others will pick it up. There's Connie. Got somebody coming in from Washington, D.C. Good morning, Cheryl. Lives in Portugal. Look at that. Love that. How do you see they will visit a chapter to qualify? Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep going. We got one win. Sure, I got that one down, and I will get all the information over here. Give me a good idea of what to say after I say hi. Good. I'm glad. And if you guys got any questions, feel free to holler at me. I don't mind answering the questions as I do this. Just glad I've gotten in a couple of conversations this morning. Oh, and one really good one. That's a win. I'll give that one.
Thank you for calling RFH CPAs. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure who I was supposed to talk to over there. Is that something you can help me out with?
I can try.
All right. So I'm Donnie Bovey, and I'm the CEO of Success Champions Networking. Do any of your CPAs do any sort of networking in the local market to drum up business, do business development, sales, anything like that?
I don't know if they do or not. I'm not aware of any of that.
Okay. How are they bringing on new clients?
Maybe I should let you speak with our manager.
Perfect.
She
Perfect.
might be able to help you better.
Awesome.
Okay, 1 moment.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Your call is being forwarded to a Mitel voicemail system.
Becca Erickson
is not available.
Good.
Please
Give me a
leave a
name.
message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hey, Becca, Donnie Bovine, 817. Thank you much. I do cold messages and email. Can that kind of count? I mean, for this is the truth. As long as, because I think no matter how you're doing business development, you need to do some sort of networking. Absolutely. You need to be doing some sort of hand raising where you're putting out content, your own original content on, social medias. Maybe you're getting on podcast stages, that side of thing. And you need to be doing some sort of cold outreach. So it doesn't have to be cold calls. It 100% can be cold DMs, cold messaging. And DMs are direct messages, as long as you're doing one of the activities. And the reason being is you need to be blasting the marketplace with a lot of different options so you up your chance in having some of these good conversations. I like cold calls because it's such an instant conversation once you get somebody on the phone that you're having these really, really good conversations. And for me, cold calling helps you stay really quick on your feet because you're going to get asked crazy questions that you've never been asked before. And I think a lot of times sales is being able to have had enough conversation that the next question you don't already know the answer to because you've heard it 10 billion times. Oh, all right. And if you name your business, don't do initials that nobody knows what the hell they are, because it makes it really difficult for people to understand how to do business with you. Like NSI Consultants, what the hell do they do? Maybe they'll answer the phone and we'll find out. Thanks, man.
Please leave your message for... Sorry, mailbox is full.
Okay, if you're going to join a chamber of commerce, do me a favor. Have a freaking voicemail, at least it works, and have a phone number so people can connect with you. That shit cracks me up. That cracks me up. Here's the thing with gatekeepers too. Gatekeepers are just human beings, and so for me, I have two things that I'll do calling gatekeepers to get past them. And the first thing I do is if I have the first name, I will simply say, hey, is Bob running around? Is Mary running around? Is Sam running around? Those type of things. It's very, very familiar in nature. The second thing I'll do is I'll tell them exactly what I do, but I'm always going to say, can you help me out? People like to help people out. So when you say these things like, hey, can you help me out? You take the edge off of being a sales guy, because as soon as you sound like a sales guy, man, it's over. And they will treat you like a salesperson. And I think the biggest thing when it comes to cold calling is flip and relax. Just have real fun conversations. They're people too. They wake up every morning, drink a black cup of coffee, and take a big crap like I do. So, I mean, I'm sure I'm supposed to say they put their pants on one leg at a time, but I want a little more dramatic in there. Yes, ma'am. I'm hoping you might be able to help me out because I don't know who I'm talking to. Is that something you can help me with?
I'll
All right, thank you, ma'am. So I'm Donnie Bovine. I'm the CEO of Success Champions Networking. Do you guys have sales reps or sales management that does any sort of business development, sales development for the company?
I do not know the answer to that. I just answer the phone for EHI consultants. I don't actually work for them.
Oh, so it's a
I
call center. Got it, got it.
well, this is Ed's office, but I don't actually work for him.
Well,
I answer the
got
phone.
it. Is Ed running around?
I don't believe he's here at the moment, but
Can
I
I
can
get his
take his
voicemail?
voicemail.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Hello. You've reached the voicemail box of Ed Holmes,
And I got his name.
EHI Consultants. I'm unavailable to take your call at this time. If you would please leave a message, I will get back with you as soon as possible. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Ed, Donnie Bovine, 816. Thanks, sir. What does this say? Trying to build a list and LinkedIn connections. Thought I would start with a free offer for an invite only live event to discuss and hear about relevant topics. I have two topics depending on audience. Is it good to have something like that to offer? I'd have to understand the offer for sure, Cheryl, to give you the best, and I need more kind of a setup around that to give you the best answer. I've had a lot of success. If we have like an upcoming workshop or seminar or something like that, um, that you can invite them to. So if you have any sort of, a seminar or workshop, anything like that coming up, that's worked really, really well for me. Maybe that's what you're saying. An invite only live event to discuss. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're getting them to an event, I'm sorry, I think I misread that the first time. If you're getting them to an event, that works really, really, really well. Just make sure that you tell them a lot of information. So if there's a live event or something coming up, make sure you're very, very, very matter of fact as far as the event is X day, X time. You need to get their email and make sure there's a read receipt, make sure there's a calendar invite with a Zoom link, go all at it. And I would say if they verbally committed, that I would have a follow up mechanism, probably a week before the event, 24 hours before the event to help remind them. Um, Yeah, that'll work, Cheryl. It's still going to take a volume of calls to make that work, but it will work. So to give you kind of, for instance, back when I was doing sales training, we would set a target of about 100 conversations with decision makers. So that's not 100 calls, not 100 dials. That's 100 conversations with decision makers, like that ideal person we want to talk to, and we usually put 20 people in a room starting with 100. So that'll give you a rough guesstimate, but you got to get into those actual conversations. All right. Ooh, this one gave me a name. Love that. Ed was the guy who ran the whole place. So manager or president, one of the two.
Hi, this is Katie Taylor with CT Marketing Solutions, powered by Proforma. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you shortly. Thanks and have a great day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Katie, Donnie Bovine, 817. Thank you much. And if you hop on multiple Friday calls when I'll do this, you'll very rarely ever see me call somebody back. And the main reason is there's so many people out there. There's so many chambers of commerce and whatnot. There's an easy way to usually have a pretty clean list. And I will just call all over until I can get people on the phone. I actually did a podcast last week with Keith Hop and Hop on Calls. I think that's coming out this week, but we sat there both on, the screen doing live cold calls. He had not a dollar dialer, and I had a, you know, just this setup going. That was a lot of fun. I've not done it live with somebody else before. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. And I got a win on that live, so that's awesome. I'm gonna wrap this up in about 5 more minutes. I gotta get ready for a big 9 o'clock meeting.
You have reached the voicemail of Debbie Green with Bringing in the Green Strategic Marketing and Consulting Services. Please leave a message after the beep. We will get back to you as soon as possible. If you would like more immediate attention, please feel free to email at debbie.green@. Thank you very much for calling and have a great day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Debbie, Donnie Bovine, 816. Let's see if we can get a couple more in here before we bug out.
Thank you for
You're
calling
welcome.
East Consulting, the gold standard in Division I services. Dial 0 for the operator. Dial 1 for pre-construction services. Dial 2 for field operations. Dial 3 for estimating. Dial 4 for business development. Dial 5 for accounting.
Go to business development. I imagine you're a skipper.
Telephone number 859.
Oh, especially if you're in business development, have a real email voicemail set up. Man, that's crazy to me. All right, one more and then we're getting out of here.
Thank you for calling Jewel Financial. To better serve you, please select one of the following options. For general inquiries, please press 0. For Linda Withers, please press 1. For Abby McKay, please press 2. For Logan Gilland, please
Yeah, try the first one. I don't know who's who.
Please hold while I try to connect you. Jewel Financial, this is Abby.
Hey, Abby, this is Donnie Bovine. I'm not sure who I'm supposed to be talking to. Is that something you might be able to help me out with?
Depends on what you're calling for.
Fair enough. So I'm the Donnie Bovine, the CEO of Success Champion Networking, and we are bringing some of our networking organization into the Lexington area. Do you guys do any sort of business development, sales, and the likes?
We do not, actually.
How do you guys get new clients?
Through radio, we have a strong radio presence in the area, word of mouth.
How cool is that?
It really is. That's primarily been what.
Are you guys like have a radio show or are you running ads?
We'll have one of our advisors on the Jack Patty show. That's one. What's the other one? We've got a podcast, DIY Money. There's also cruisers that we have a strong radio presence on. But
almost any new client, that's one of the first things we'll ask, how did you hear about us?
I love that. Well done.
Every time.
No, I love that. That is very unusual for a financial firm. So good on you guys.
Right. I think it's just the area we're in. Lexington's got some loyal listeners and people that, people will find very credible enough to come in and trust us just because they've been on the radio for a while.
Man, I love that. Do you know anybody in the area that is doing networking, not the multi-level marketing, network marketing type stuff, not your like chamber of commerce stuff, a lot more high end? Do you know any other companies or contacts in the area that I might be able to reach out to?
I'm not too sure, but let me save your contact. So if things, I guess I just can't think as quickly right now.
It's all right. It's still early, so I'm still on my first cup of coffee. So.
Right, I know, and I'm needing that second one. So let me get your contact, and I'll be able to reach out once I have can kind of sit down and really think.
For sure. You ready?
Yes.
It's Donnie, DONNIE, at DonnieBovine.com. So DONNIE, B as in boy, OI, V as in Victor, IN.com. And then the name of my company is Success Champion Networking.
Okay, excellent. I've got that, and I will reach out.
Perfect. I appreciate the help. You have an awesome day, and go get that coffee, would you?
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. It's always fun. Just go be a human. Have fun conversations with people. They'll lean in most time. You ask for help when talking to a gatekeeper. There's a similar good strategy when sending in mail, LinkedIn, convert cold messages to a phone call. So man, there's so many ways to answer this, Alexander. I will tell you that I don't ask for help on emails and the likes because I think there should be a due diligence done on the front end to know exactly who you're talking to. When you're cold calling, you get away with it a little bit more because there's a live conversation so they can understand and they can hear the tonality that you're really asking for help. So it's harder to do it. So for like LinkedIn and stuff, I don't even put a message for, freaking connecting with people. I will always wait and see if they connect. If they connect back with me, I will say, hey, thanks for connecting. How did you get into what you do? And that seems to work really, really, really well. Love this call where it goes a bit surprising me. Thanks, man. Asking for leads. Absolutely. Freaking the two best time to ask for referrals is after you get a no and after you get a thank you. So those two times are the most fun times to ask. Sometimes when they tell you no and you ask for a referral, it turns into a funny damn conversation because they'll laugh and be like, I just told you no, and now you're asking for a referral. I'm like, well, I still got to build a business. So it's a lot of fun. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate you, buddy. And Miss Cheryl, thank you as always. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up and get out of here and go get ready for the rest of Friday. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out. If you haven't, go check out the Growth Mode podcast. Make sure you're listening to that wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you haven't signed up for Champions 90, get your butt over and go sign up for Champions 90. It's a free business development challenge that will allow you to help really grow your business in 90 days. So champions90.com. Otherwise, have a badass Friday, and we will see you soon. Love you, mean it. See you, bye.